Just when you think that Kanye's career was going to change for the better and he was finally going to return to the music industry in a successful way, things have just took a turn for the worse, and it's honestly looking really bad for him. Just in case you guys don't know, September this month was supposed to be an absolute comeback for Kanye West, as he had multiple things going on for him, such as him dropping his brand new Bully album this month on September 26th, as there is currently a real life Spotify timer on his Spotify account that shows that. And along with that, his brand new movie / documentary, In Whose Name, is also supposed to be dropping this Friday on September 19th, which is going to showcase the last few years of his career from around 2018 to 2024. Now, from the way things are looking, this potential Kanye comeback that we are about to see in September is about to come to a crashing halt, and everything that he's been leading up to is not going to be happening. And I think it's really time for us to talk about this and deep dive into the complexity of Kanye West's career right now. But just in case if you guys don't know, Kanye for the past few months now has been very close friends with another up-and-coming artist that has been on the rise called Dave Blunts. And now Dave Blunts started to integrate himself into Kanye West's career ever since early February this year, where Kanye West was trying to work on his brand new album Bully, World War III, Cuck, whatever these potential albums that he was talking about. Dave Blunts was working on them with him. During the beginning of this partnership between Kanye West and Dave Blunts was essentially ghostwriting all of Kanye West's songs during this era. And I would describe this era as Kanye West's dark side era, where he was dropping some of the most ridiculous, disturbing, and controversial songs of his entire career, where he was producing songs like HH that I can't even say the name of, World War III, Cousins, and etc. And like I said, Kanye West was not the one making these songs. It was actually Dave Blunts that was ghostwriting everything. Essentially, Kanye West was just talking to Dave Blunts about how he was feeling during this era, and then Dave Blunts will go about his way and actually write the songs, and then Kanye would just basically do his vocals and rap over the lyrics that Dave Blunts wrote. And now, for those of you guys that are not caught up to this week, basically Dave Blunts ended up posting a lot of stuff that seemed like it was dissing Kanye, where he posted to his Discord, which then went viral, where people were asking him about Kanye West. And then he said he's no longer working with him and that he wants nothing to do with him. And then he took things a step further by him publicly posting to his Instagram story a screenshot between him and Kanye West on iMessage, where he was essentially telling Kanye he doesn't want to work with Kanye anymore on any of the music that we're working on. And then Kanye simply responded by just saying, why? What didn't you align with? Talk to me. And it seemed like Kanye was generally confused, and he wanted to know why this partnership wasn't going to work for Dave Blunts. And Dave Blunts ended up just disrespecting Kanye out of the blue in front of everybody by just saying, "You are lost and please find God." This is obviously a play on Kanye when he back in 2021 did this to many people, where he was firing at the time during the Donna tour, where he would basically just tell people to find God, and a lot of people laughed. But it really does seem like things came back a full circle with Dave Blunts using that exact same line on Kanye. But things just got a little bit more, how would you say it, scathing and disrespectful to Kanye, because shortly after that, Dave Blunts posted a photo of himself in the studio with Ty Dolla $ign, which that's a diss in itself to Kanye, because we do know that Ty Dolla $ign and Kanye aren't on the best terms right now, and we do know that Kanye has publicly admitted that Ty Dolla $ign cut ties with him after his anti-Semitic remarks, which it makes a lot of sense as to why Ty Dolla $ign would do that. But Dave Blunts posting a photo with Ty Dolla $ign also, just gives that vibe that, I'm not going to be on your side. I'm going to be on your enemy's side, which is Ty Dolla $ign. And it didn't stop there, because then just today, a few hours ago, Dave Blunts has just posted a full-blown diss track to Kanye. And this thing is riddled with disrespect and a side of Dave Blunts we've never seen. Basically, in this diss track, Dave Blunts keeps reiterating that Kanye West groomed him, that Kanye West is evil, that he was never Kanye West's friend, he was using him for money. And he even started to expose a lot of the stuff that him and Kanye used to talk about behind closed doors that, Kanye West trusted Dave Blunts not telling people about. And a few of these things that Dave Blunts was, exposing Kanye for was supposedly kissing a transgender woman, bribing Dave Blunts with money, and even, having intercourse with multiple cousins that we didn't even know about, besides that one cousin on the song Cousins. And the reason why things are not looking good for Kanye with this Dave Blunt situation is because we do know that Kanye is currently blackballed in the entire industry right now, and he really has nobody on his side. So for Dave Blunt's pretty much the only artist that was there to stand publicly with Ye, betray him, is definitely a sad, look on Kanye. And it's definitely disappointing because, despite how you felt about these two musically, they were pumping out a lot of content. And for any Kanye fan, we do know that Kanye doesn't drop music frequently. So the fact that Dave Blunt was the person that was making Kanye drop music frequently definitely does suck to see them separate. And probably the biggest issue here now with this departure between Kanye West and Dave Blunt is that, with Dave Blunt essentially being the ghostwriter on all of these albums that Kanye West had planned, like Bully, like World War III, like In a Perfect World, like Cuck, this begs the question. It looks like we're gonna get these albums delayed, and wouldn't it make sense? I mean, if Kanye had his full trust in this man to have these projects ready to go and working on them, and then the person just leaves, we do know that Kanye's a perfectionist, and he's not gonna drop these albums with Dave Blunt's, writing on them, and then Dave Blunt's his enemy. So my best guess is that we're going to see a situation where Kanye ends up just doing a full delay. And we do know that Bully was supposed to be dropping this one for September 26th, but I just think that we're no longer going to see that album. And if we do, it's definitely going to be pushed back. And it's just going to be a situation where Kanye needs to figure out what he wants to do, because his ghostwriter that he had for all these albums is no longer here. Time will only tell, though, and this is definitely going to be an interesting situation as time goes on. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Kanye in the next few days, months, or weeks respond to Dave Blunt, because I feel like the diss track itself was really disrespectful. But what do you guys think about the entire situation? Are you guys on Team Kanye, Team Dave Blunt? If you're new to Kanye content, if you guys want to follow up on Kanye content, please subscribe. Please check out my page. I'm going to be pumping out every single Kanye update that I get from you guys. But what do you guys think about this entire situation? Let me know.